It's really bright over there. I don't know why, but I like light, and it makes my backyard look like some sort of elf garden. Anyway, today's question. Today's question is having a broken heart a good thing? I think for us to ask that question, we have to understand what it really means to have a broken heart. And that's using two words, which I think can be kind of hard to understand. And then the whole phrase, I think a lot of people have their own ideas of what that means. So, broken, I think, means that there's something that it was originally whole. Originally, it wasn't broken, but somewhere along the line, during the course of things, it got broken. It needs to be healed or mended. Broken is not considered a state that is desirable. You don't want things to be broken. You don't want to have a broken car. You don't want to have a broken leg. Broken, not such a good thing. Then we get to heart. I think there's a lot of different definitions for heart, or a lot of different understandings or ways that we as people use it. The first one is, the thing that beats inside of you. Yeah, that's your heart. The next one would probably be, I guess, the center of your emotions. You think, oh, I heart you, all that nice little stuff, draw little hearts everywhere on Valentine's Day, like this, emotional pink thing. And then we have heart as in, I guess, when you say you're chasing after God's heart, what do you mean? We're chasing after the essence of who He is. And the final way I see heart is kind of the idea of having a wayward heart, one that just wants to follow on, I guess, my own paths and doesn't want to listen to God or be dependent on Him or submit to Him. It's just kind of this thing you have to train, like your conscience. You know how, yeah, we have a conscience, but it's no good unless we've trained it back to the source of all truth, God. Hearts are just like that. So then we have the idea of a broken heart. What does that mean? And I think a lot of people do come up with their own understanding, or the culture has their own understanding of what a broken heart is. You hear all the songs about, don't go breaking my heart, and about how so-and-so broke so-and-so's heart, and stuff like that. And I'm not sure which heart they're referring to exactly, but I tend to think having a broken heart is a good thing. Look at it like this. Imagine me. We'll take me, for example, or just somebody. Imagine somebody has a broken leg, and the doctor says, okay, you have a broken leg, you need to rest on that. You can't go walking around and do stuff. But then, the person decides that, they're feeling pretty much better about themselves, and they think they can do it. They're feeling strong, and they're really tired of sitting down. They're ready to get up and do something. And so they get up, they start walking, they're doing fine. They're like, I knew I didn't need to listen to the doctor. I'm fine. Until they fall flat on their face. That's pretty much what happens to me all the time. I think that because I'm redeemed, I should be able to stand up on my own 2 feet and walk out a good Christian life. I think I should be able to love God fully. I think I should be able to love people authentically. But I can't. And then once we realize, okay, I can't do this by myself, the only recourse, the only option we have is to run to God and to give Him all the brokenness, all the places you thought you were better, and say, okay, well, I've gotten caught up in the wrong things. The only thing that really matters is you. None of my religious, spiritual stuff matters if I don't have you first. And so that's why I feel like having a broken heart is a good thing. Yeah, it's painful. What does broken mean? Realizing that you aren't as good at the things you care about the most hurts. Realizing that the things you want are not the right things, that hurts. But basically, it's okay. Because when we realize we have that broken heart, then we can finally turn to God and see the only solution, which is Him.